Do you have a message for the RSG listeners?
Yeah. Donate to Finn so he can wear a silver wig with sparkles and rhinestones, and he can play cowboy cats, and he can dress up his porgs. Thank you.
And welcome back from the mouth of babes. Welcome to another RSG Lunch Stream. I figure we start with the lovely Kyrie because we have the lovely Dana Descent with us today. Yay!
Hey everyone.
Hey, how you been, Dana? It's been a while since you've been on.
Yeah, it's been so busy. Like I just there's been a lot going on at home, and I've been missing you guys. So I've been trying to get on, and then like I don't know, my husband had surgery, and then I had a doctor's appointment I forgot about, and just lots of stuff, and with Thanksgiving, but I'm glad to be on today.
All right. Welcome to the lunch stream. If you guys are new or haven't seen it before, this is where we hang out with you wonderful folks for the next hour, hour and a half, whatever we do. We'll do a roster review. We will answer your questions. If you have questions, go ahead and put those in. Make sure you put question in front of your statement, and we'll get those scooped up. If you haven't already, hit the thumbs up on the video. It helps us get our content out into the YouTube world. And also, if you haven't, subscribe. It helps us with monetization, and then you get the latest and greatest. And when we're streaming, I streamed Battlefront yesterday. I'm gonna do some more Battlefront today. Don't know what time yet because I'm waiting for a pack and check on some stuff. But try to get that done. But might have some stuff I'm trying to get squared away first. So if I don't do it today, I'll definitely do it tomorrow. But I'm going to do some more Battlefront here soon. But the only way to know about it is if you hit the subscribe button. Also, we have our Patreon. If you'd like to become a Patreon supporter, you can. And we also, while we're live, have the super chat function and the YouTube sponsorship that you can do. They're both linked there in the chat. All right, that takes care of that. Let's introduce everybody. We've already introduced the lovely Dana Descent. Let's go through the rest of the ragtag knuckleheads that are here. We've got Dr. Finn, Medicine Woman.
You know what's coming. You know what's coming.
Don't do it, Finn. Oh my god. Well, Dana and I've learned how to mute Skype. They are on a timeout.
No.
Don't make Dana bring Kyrie to say pork on the stream.
She's not there, so she can't use Kyrie.
Yeah. You have it recorded though, don't you?
I'm gonna play it
You know
again.
what? I'm gonna have to look for it. I'll have to get a couple.
That's a 50 DKP minus because you didn't know what to say when I told you to. All right. Also joining us, we've got Xylo Takedown.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today?
We're doing good. We also have Grim the Mechanic with us as well.
Wasabi.
Wasabi to you, mon ami. And we also have the soulless one, Mr. Gingivitis himself, Sanely Red, who is monitoring chat and is scooping up all your questions. And he has a new game for us. What game are we going to be playing today? It's Friday.
Today we're going to be doing Guess That Sean Bean Death.
Nice. Very, very
so dark.
Nice.
And if you don't know what led up to this, you have to watch Sanely slaying Sean Bean in Hitman 2. It was just the ending.
Very much fun.
The ending is just awesome. But even the whole
process, oh boy, it was pretty ridiculous.
Sanely starts an assassination as a clown. Let's just start there.
Yeah.
And you have to see the rest.
I mean, secret.
Sounds hilarious.
Agent Man.
Sanely was a redheaded clown.
He was, among other things.
And he played one in Hitman 2 also.
Sorry. I mean, boy, oh boy. But welcome to the show. Glad to have you all here. It's Friday. It's time to have some fun. Let's have some fun. Let's do this shit. All right, we've got a roster review, so let's get into it. We are doing Pablo Mash. And they're in Dagobus Dankus. Shout out to your guild. And Pablo Mash is looking for what today, Dr. Finn?
We did the mash. We did the Pablo Mash. We did the mash.
Sorry. It was a graveyard smash. Shut up, Finn.
So, he wants he would like to know if he has his arena team modded well and which characters he could improve on. He said he likes playing Sith and Empire despite the meta. And actually, Sith are meta, so we'll take a look at what your team is. And then second, he wants advice on fleet, which ships he can improve on, and trying to reach top 50 daily. So we're going to try and look for a fleet team for him. And then lastly, how to place higher in Sith Raid. They're currently doing tier 5. So we'll have to look over all of that.
All right, so arena team's fine. I'm no Treya, so I'm assuming that's why he's not running it. But I think the team comp is fine. They're all gear 12. May want to look at the mods there, folks. So I'm sure Finn and the crew are looking at that right now. Let's start bringing up his characters for the heroic Sith raid, and we'll just go down the line where they're looking that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His mods look pretty good, other than that 21 speed secondary on Leia.
Oh well, you know what?
But
that's it.
That
Everybody,
might be set up for
21 speed on Leia. That's it. The show's over.
No, that's
We're
probably
leaving.
from slicing. That's probably from slicing.
Or is it?
But other than that, it looks like he's got all his best speed mods on his, on his
He
arena
has
team.
most of them, yeah. So little scattered. The other thing also I'm noticing is that he's not making Thrawn his fastest. Because there are some mods that I'm seeing right now that he has like better of on other characters. So simple example, he has a cross on Thrawn that's plus 15, and he has one that's plus 18 on Vader. Vader gets so much other speed boost anyways, you don't necessarily have to put the fastest mods on him. But then you also have like a circle that's on Nihilus. So he put the best mods on his arena team. They're just not put in sets for each of the different characters. So maybe a little bit of tweaking there to focus them on each character and try to get one a little bit faster than the other. Stuff like that. So little tweaks to kind of get you towards the end game build for your roster. That would be what I would look at. He's also had a drop in arena, and I'm wondering if that's maybe just him not playing as much. Because if you notice recently on his graph, like he was pretty much staying in the top 500. We would obviously try to push you higher. At least top 200 would be our first goal. But he's been in the top 1,000 for the last few days. So I don't know if maybe he's just taking a break or something like that. So
looks like he's probably just doing the minimum 2 a day to
possibly
for the daily.
Yeah.
But the EP team should be at least top 150, regardless of shard.
With all gear 12 and everything, and you have good mods, we just need to focus them. Yeah, you should be able to get into top 200 minimally, top 150 even better.
Mystery deepens. And y'all better knock that poor crap off in the chat. Saying you're supposed to be controlling chat.
Pork.
Nothing from Sanely, that's what I thought. You better knock that crap off.
He's just guarding the back door. He ain't dealing with the front door.
Well, that's not what he's supposed to be doing, Sanely.
Start working in the background on this quiz.
Oh.
There was a Porg takeover in Hellenix's server last night.
That's horrifying.
I don't-
That is awful.
It was
I feel so
awesome.
sorry for those people in that Discord.
It was. Actually, Hellenix instigated it.
Hellenix, you better knock that crap off too. You're one of my favorites. Don't make me put you on the shit list. I will put you there.
You put a picture of a new movie called Jurassic Porg, and just basically it went. This
No, we're not. No, we're not starting that crap.
He didn't put it. Somebody else on his
Listen,
server
we've
did.
had
But
our
then he
Porg
said
movie moment. We're not doing that crap again. Damn it. All right. Let's get to things
I
that
say
matter.
Hellenix was an instigator.
Yeah. Get punched in the face. Let's see here. So mystery remains on what's going on with the arena, but let's look at his roster and compare it with what he's trying to do for the Sith raid. So let's go to resistance. That's always the first key. See what we're running there. Let's see here. No JTR. Ooh. Alright, that's issue 1.
Okay, well, let's take a look at where his scoundrels are.
Yeah, if you want to look at that, boy. All right,
his veteran Han is 7-star, and his veteran Chewie is 7-star.
Okay, so we're about JTR.
Take a look at resistance.
Well, yeah, look at resistance. Resistance is fine. I mean, their gear.
Wait, he has JTR.
Really? It's not
Hey,
showing up under
7-star
resistance.
JTR with his 8 on. Wait, hold on. I'm looking at the wrong roster.
Yeah,
that would help. Yeah, hold on. Let me now check the scoundrels.
Oh my god.
Okay, so he has a 6-star veteran smuggler Chewie, and he has a 7-star Han. So he's 1 star away from finishing Chewie.
Okay, so I was about to say, like, what roster are you looking at?
I was looking at the one Stanley listed before the chat. Before the stream. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong one. Thanks,
what happens?
Stanley.
You're out dicking around.
Stanley's just disrupting everything, giving me the
Stupid
wrong
Finn,
roster.
you and Dana do your stupid pouring. We're not prepared. Try to be professional here.
That was not for the roster review today.
Yeah, thanks. See, Stanley, you're right.
Look at Stanley just confusing everyone.
No, he's not. Stanley, you keep on trucking, buddy.
That's right. Leave those porgs in chat.
You shut up, Finn. Yeah, so no JTR, but we do have the pieces, components to get her, so that will be a big help with what does he run then for phase 1. That's the JTR is the most effective team. Boy, I'm going through his roster now. Like, what are we missing? Oh boy. I do like that he has Hermit Yoda, though. 7 stars, gear 10. Very nice. Nice work on that one.
With the Zeta.
Yeah, with the Zeta. Very nice. I'm not seeing General Kenobi. There he is. 7 stars, gear 6. You need to get your General Kenobi geared as quickly as possible to 11. Basil is 6 stars, so we're getting her there. So I like that. So it's possible.
So he has Hermit Yoda, right?
Mm.
How are his Ezra?
Ezra's 11.
Okay, and he probably doesn't have this, but I'm just curious where his Visa Smart is.
No.
3-star and level 1. Okay.
Nope,
but the reason I was wondering is if maybe for phase 1 he can run a Yodalicious team, but he doesn't quite have the Yodalicious team. So.
Oh, he says I got General Kenobi. No, Paul said that. Is that the same person? Wait, what? No.
It may be. Is that you, Pablo?
No. That's Paul. Paul Manassi said I got General Kenobi today. I was like,
yeah, but Paul Manassi could be Pablo Man.
No, he said he got Kenobi today, and this guy's got 7-star Kenobi, so no, that can't be right. So.
Okay. Well, there you go.
But congrats to you, Paul. I just saw that. I was looking at chat to see if there's response. So, very nice. I like that. So, just get him to gear 11. You'll be good to go. All right. So, phase 1 team, man, what are we thinking? Because we can run Sith in phase 2, but...
Phase 1, he doesn't have anything until he gets JTR. He's ready. No, he said he is. See, he is Pablo Mash.
Oh, it is. Okay, good. Well, okay, so he means he got 7-star Kenobi. Congratulations on that, then. That's what he meant. Aha.
He did that.
Aha. Shut up, Finn. I'm not in the mood.
Well, if he's gonna go
Silo
JTR,
Grim, why don't y'all help me? Y'all just sit there quiet and shit. God damn.
He's gonna have to gear Trooper up.
Why do I have you here? Go kick Finn's ass. I'm sick of this.
I don't think Kyrie would be okay with that.
I'll
and
give
you
her.
wouldn't
No,
want to
I'll give her a hug and take her to Disney World later and say, look, Finn's not
hey,
good.
I'm her friend and you're not, remember?
No, I'm Uncle Ranger. I protect her from the bad things of the world. You just forget.
All right, so, yeah, I think phase 1, he's kind of just waiting for JTR at this point. I don't want him to work on Visa Smart. It was just something I was looking to see if maybe he had already done. But, yeah, you're looking for... phase 1 with the JTR team. And he's in pretty good shape to have that.
Well, yeah, once he gets that, then he should be fine, JTR. But, I mean, is she coming this month? When did she last come? She should be around the corner.
Potentially. Now, we don't have the calendar yet.
I
they
know.
don't
What
hide
is
the
going on with that? Why do we not have it?
Coming around the mountain.
Oh,
when she comes.
God.
She'll be coming around the mountain.
Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse. Hi, Grande.
Coming around the mountain, she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Yeah!
Grande will be spitting up teeth a lot when she comes around the mountain with Ranger. Grande will be spitting up a lot of blood and teeth when there's Ranger coming around the mountain.
Bruh.
Yeah, bruh.
What's up?
Oh, God.
It's your boy, Lord Grande Verga Patron, coming at you with another lunchtime stream that I had nothing to do with, but will take 100% credit for.
Oh my God.
This is the lunch treat that keeps on giving.
It's gone from a statement to a catchphrase in weeks.
I'm telling you, when you're this big of a deal, it just gets better with age. What can I say?
Faymok, Ranger didn't get his morning coffee and is enraged after 7 topples by Finn, Silo, and Grande.
Oh, man.
Don't forget Dana. Dana also said pork.
Pork.
Oh man, y'all are trying to make Ranger mad today.
I am.
Pork, bruh.
Bruh.
I'm greatly vexed at the moment.
Yeah, I think I'm safe though because I'm curious, Mom. So
well, yeah. I mean, you're fine, Dana. I mean, I have to tolerate you. The rest of them.
Oh.
All right. So phase 1 for you, Pablo Mash, is basically waiting for JTR, but you do have the characters, which is a good sign for you. You do want to try and save a Zeta for your BB-8. You do want roll with the punches with BB-8 as one of the Zetas, and then you'll need another Zeta for Jedi Training Ray's lead. Those are really the only 2 Zetas you need. You look like, I think it's Number Crunch. I'm checking your R2 right now. Yes. So you have the Zeta on Number Crunch, which can help also. It's, again, not super necessary, but it'll help you kind of burst out that damage.
Nice.
So you're in good shape there. Looking at your resistance, you have a Gear 10 Scavenger Ray and a Gear 8 Resistance Trooper. So one of those two you'll want to take up to Gear 11. And then as your 5th, you can use Hermit Yoda. You could potentially take the other one of those 2 up, but the only problem is they both... Scavenger Ray in particular requires a lot of gear. Resistance Trooper is a little bit easier to get up to Gear 11 and Gear 12. And since you have Hermit Yoda, you can use him as a 5th, and that gives you a solid team. And just make sure that you save your Hermit Yoda.
Orders with you cannot be done.
So that would be the start of your phase 1. Phase 1.
So phase 2, we can go Sith. Just do Annihilate over and over again. I think we're fine there.
Since he has a 7-star Hermit Yoda, does he have Wampa? Wampa 6-star.
Oh. He's
he has a 6-star. It's a level 1 Gear
there.
1, but it's a 6-star Wampa.
Hey,
yeah, he's almost done, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let's look at a potential Wampa squad for him.
Well, let's go with the Sith for now until you get the Wampa squad. But
if you want to build a squad together, I'm saying, like, does he have the other potential components, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, he would go survivability since he's got lower gear level, right? So you'd want to put GK lead. Yep. He's got a Gear 8 Sabine. You could go with Thrawn for the turn meter swap. A fast Thrawn will give him more protection and survivability.
Yep.
Hermit Yoda.
And
Hermit Yoda.
Yeah, Hermit Yoda.
That rounds out your squad. So you're pretty much there. Once you get Wampa up to 7-star, you have all of the characters you need. Now they're not geared up yet. So again, you just got your Kenobi to 7-star. Congrats. You want to take him up to level 85 and then start to gear him up because Kenobi is still one of the most versatile tanks in the game. And in phase 2, he's going to be able to provide you a lot of damage. Now, a little bit of a note for you, just to be cautious. You're going to see.
He is also working on Bastila. She should be 7 stars too. 7 stars soon. So that's another great team you can run in phase 2.
Could run Jedi in phase 2 as well.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to get my little paws. I ran them the other day. I was like, oh, a few million damage, and I didn't even try. Whee!
I know I'm late, but did we already talk about Darth Bastila on his arena team?
Well,
no, Grande, you missed it. Big deal. You don't get a chance.
I'm sorry.
Let me also mention that if you click the one that was in the Skype chat, that one is not the one that we're reviewing.
No.
I know that's not the one you're reviewing. You're reviewing Pablo Mash, right?
Okay.
Pablo Mash, right? Pablo Mash.
That is correct.
Yep, we're doing the Mash.
I'm good about getting the right one. Come on now. It's not my first rodeo.
Well, it's not going to be your last one either for us. God help us.
But the way that she was coming around that mountain, I would hope it's not your first rodeo.
Finn, I swear by the Holy Mother, I will. God.
She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes, Finn. Give her time. God.
Xylo?
All right, I had to do it once.
By the way, Ranger, she'll be riding six white horses when she comes.
That sounds like a porno. I don't even want to get into
it.
Oh man.
All right. So that happened. So back to the roster review.
Well, I'm interested to hear what Grande wants to say about the Fallen Bastila.
Sure.
If you want to talk about it, Grande.
I mean, I'm thinking he's running Palp lead now. He's gonna get Treya.
Well, okay, so he's they're currently doing tier 5 heroic Sith.
So, but
he's a ways away. That's why we're trying to get him heroic Sith teams. They're still far away.
I'm just looking at his arena team, thinking, he could potentially end up, getting Dark Bastila up to gear 8, and it would help his arena team. And potentially he would get faster on his arena team by doing that, or he would get higher than
better payout. Yeah,
he would get it. I mean, look, I'm trying to say, let's get from the 500s and the 800s and the 300s to like the 200s if we can do it, right? And so I'm thinking that if we ran a team that was Palpatine, Thrawn, Nihilus, and Scion, and then we put in Dark Bastila for Vader, potentially he, even at gear 8, gear 9, gear level 3, it gives some survivability to
gear
it.
Level 3, you mean 3 stars.
I mean 3-star gear level 8.
Yeah.
That we could at 85 with some decent mods, we could end up potentially raising his highest arena rank by 100 spots.
Are you thinking of replacing Vader though? Because I don't know where I would put Fallen Bastila in that team.
But for Vader.
For Vader.
I would say keep Vader because that's how you generate turn meter with that squad for Emperor Palpatine. I don't know if I want to replace Vader in that
squad. You got
squad.
the extra shocks and stuff. I like Grande's idea. I'm with you on that, Grande.
I mean, what I'm saying is he's going to stay Sith for a while, right? And and we know, and I don't think that Thrawn's fracture is just too good. We just can't get rid of it, right? It's too good. But I really think Fallen Basti would help him give Palpatine some survivability because of how she adds defense to the leader.
Yeah, but I think AI on defense would be horrible for that, though.
Well, yeah, but the shocks in her AoEs and her would spread her stuff. I'm really down with this. I'm on Grande's side.
I see the turn meter manipulation aspect and the speed point of it, but then you'll have a 3-star character that's really weak on defense, and then on top of that, Thrawn isn't the smartest character on defense. For sure.
This is a climb team. If he wants to throw that Vader back in on defense,
sure,
no question. I don't have an issue with it. All I'm saying though is that he could climb a lot easier with Fallen Bastila than he could with Vader.
Yeah,
because a lot of that TM generation, especially with the shocks and the debuffs, comes from Palpatine's lead.
Yeah, and the shock itself, right? Yeah.
Bastila would be a major boon to his team rather than Vader.
I mean, like the difference between her. I mean, she's fairly easy to gear, other than some raid gear. She's got 100 stun guns, right? The full stun gun, 2 full stun guns to get to gear 11. So.
Yeah.
And she's a quick investment.
Mm-hmm. It's a thought. What isn't a thought is we got to get Han Solo because now I'm looking at phase 3. Han Solo's gear 10, no bayonet, not gear 12. Got to get him up. That's
no Zeta.
No Zeta.
Need the Zeta.
Yeah, we need him because we need Luke. We need him. And I'm looking down his roster and I'm like, oh boy. Sure, it's 4 stars, level 1s, not work.
Chirrut and fleet shipments.
He does have a gear 12 Zeta Bosk though. So how are the rest of his bounty hunters? Because he could use Chewbacca if he's able to get him next time. And looking at it, he has a gear 12 Bosk. He has a gear 12 Boba Fett. He has a gear 11 Cad Bane. He has a gear 11 IG-88.
I don't see Chewbacca.
Yeah, he doesn't have Chewbacca yet. He has a gear 6-star level 1 gear 1 Dengar. So if you can get Dengar to 7-star and gear him up, you should be able to get Chewbacca fairly easy next time, and then you don't have to necessarily worry about Chirrut. Chirrut is still a good character, so I would still say he's worth it, but if you can get Chewbacca, then you don't necessarily need Chirrut geared up.
Yeah, and Dengar has like the most survivability on that team aside from Boss because he's stealth the whole time.
I use for mine. I use Silas, Han, Chewie, and Chirrut because I'm crazy like that.
Wait, what? Hold on. How for your Chex Mix?
Yep.
Then you don't have an offense up?
And then Death Trooper.
Yeah, so you don't have an offense up character.
Nope, and I do really good.
Yeah, it lasts a little bit longer than one topple. It gets you. It can hit or miss. I do it too. I don't like Pow in there. I just don't like him in there because he's gear 8 and he's squishy as hell. And then
then don't make
Chewbacca.
Him gear 8.
Yeah.
Let's invest in Pow. Shut up, Finn.
Pow. I'm about
Pow
to
and
put the
Tuscan
Zeta
Shaman.
on.
Those are words of wisdom from Finn. Okay.
I'm about to put the Zeta on Loyal Friend, and then I'll go to Enrage on that, I think.
Oh, no. But yeah, it does really well. So you don't have to necessarily have the Pow in there. Boy, oh boy. I gotta look at Imperial Troopers first, though, because I gotta see where Stealth Trooper is. Because that's the key component. Let's see what we got. And GG is really fighting me today. And
Ew, 2-star gear 1, level 1.
Pudding.
No.
Okay, we need Death Trooper for Phase 3. Or, I will say or, because there is the other option, which isn't as much damage, but it'll give you a Phase 3 team. Since he has Bounty Hunters, we can look at a Greedo team, where you do the topple and just try to get excessive amounts of attacks from Greedo onto Traya after the isolate. It's a little bit of a difference. It's not going to be as much damage, but it looks like at least for Phase 3, until you get your Death Trooper to 7-star, you're looking at maybe a Greedo team post-topple to try and put out damage.
That's what it looks like. And then Night Sisters, let's see where we're at with them. Not bad. Sausage lead. A little bit of gearing needed. They're 10. Zombie is 6-star, so I think he's farming her, so that's fine. Got to get her to gear 10 to make her part of the team. But the other main ones are all 10. Sash 12 with the Zeta, so not bad. Need a little bit of work, but we could definitely get them squared away.
Yeah, Daka works fine for me at gear 10. The rest are 11. I mean, Talzin and Asajj are 12 for me, but Talzin, she doesn't need that extra stun gun to go up to 11. She's still pretty durable, right?
Yeah, I mean, ideally you want the 2-1 combo, Asajj with 2 Zetas, Mother with their unique. You don't need any other Zetas, but Zombie with Talia, old Daka, then you're really rocking and rolling. So let's keep focusing on Zombie and get them to gear 11. I mean, gear 11 is the plateau, the mark that we want to get these characters. The only exception that we're looking at is Han, because OG Han, you want that bayonet on there. Same thing with Wampa. Wampa with the bayonet, and I actually did
double bayonet.
Yeah.
He's nasty.
Wampa.
I mean, when I'm sitting there like on the tank going 240, I'm like, I'm so happy. I'm so happy right now. That's 5% just going off the tank. Just keep going, Wampa. Herbert Yoda, you keep him going.
Just wait until you get Karth as well, because he'll do the same as Wampa.
I'm not doing
that. Yeah. I'm excited for that. That looks interesting.
So you have 2 dudes doing the 250, 250,
well,
250.
In 9 months when I unlock him and stuff, then we'll look at him. So, there we go. So there is some pieces done. There are some pieces that need work. Your arena, we're still a little baffled, Paul, on what's going on with your arena, because you looks like the mods, from what you guys are telling me, looks solid. The team is solid.
No. His mods need a little bit of work.
Oh, okay.
They're
adequate, but it needs work.
They're on his arena team, which is good, but they're not actually put into sets that maximize each of the characters. So he's put his good mods on the characters, but not in creating a min-max type of set where you have the best speed on one character and the second best speed or something like that. They're kind of evenly distributed, and you have to focus on one character over another and have to try to make Thrawn have your fastest speed set, and then you can make Scion have your next fastest, or Vader, however you want to do it, because Vader gets a lot of speed boosts, and we also don't know who you're facing a lot, so knowing who you face in arena would also help. So so he said he was busy this week, so he fell in arena. So that's kind of what we were noticing too,
that makes sense.
Which is that all of a sudden, the last week or so, you dropped from being in the top 500 to below 500. So that at least explains that. But with regards to your team overall, I think modding, they're on the right characters. They're just not focused on each particular character. So we have to look at potentially min-maxing. And so essentially, you're trying to get like your fastest mods on one character. And preferably that should be Thrawn. And we'll look at your fleet next year. Because if you're running Chimera capital ship, then that's also a double plus. Vader
all
can
day,
be...
every day. Totally agree. Make him the best.
Thank you for that random thought there, Grandy, from halfway across the room.
Sorry, my microphone was just like lifted up. Is that better?
Grandy, we talked
He's still coming around the mountain for the stream. He's still coming around the mountain.
I'm gonna go watch First Take. You guys handle the rest of the stream. I'm out.
Hey, while we're off topic, while we're off
topic, I don't know.
Anyone notice that the Republic era Mandalorians are in the new marquee?
I noticed the new character. I didn't know what they were.
Those are the the old Republic era Mandalorians.
The ones with the paper bags on their head?
Mm-hmm.
I like
the ones with the two vibro swords.
I just noticed the paper bag.
Has anyone checked out Juhani's rear end? Yum, yum.
Oh, my.
That's all I gotta say.
Wow.
I knew that was coming. Yum, Grande, you need to play Heroes of the Storm with us, because damn.
Well, and honestly, her left side looks better than her right side.
Oh, for God's sake!
I'm just saying.
That's because she's leaning.
Well, I'm just saying her left side's got the, just
really. All right, I'm moving to ships.
We got to go look in game.
Wow. Wow. I want the guys with paper bags on their head.
Shut up.
I think those guys are cool looking.
So ships look pretty solid, actually. Wow, actually, really, really solid. Need to keep
Very nice job.
Yeah, you need to keep working on silence.
Wait. Is he gonna make me cry? I think he's gonna make me cry.
No, Poe.
Why no Poe? Why?
He's got 5-star Houndstooth, so he's working on Houndstooth.
I'd take Houndstooth over Poe.
No Poe. I would take Poe. Poe kills. You can kill Houndstooth with Poe as long as you have a buff immunity on him. Houndstooth is fairly easy to deal with. Good ship, but it's easy to deal with if you know how to deal with it on offense.
I still say people need to start farming up Lando's Falcon. It is so overpowered.
Well, I'm getting ready to, because I'm about to. Once I finish up the Old Republic, I'll go back to farming Lando, Vandor Chewie, that kind of stuff. So,
I mean,
I got in the 5-star.
I just finished.
I'll tell you again. There are ways to deal with Houndstooth. I mean, we've talked about it, right? Wedge with his double reinforcement does it as well. There's so many
Fruton torpedoes.
There's so many ways to kill him.
Fruton or futon torpedoes.
All right. Ships looks fine. I like. You've done a really good job. Farm Poe. So finna get off you.
Yeah, definitely get
Have we looked at his ship's rank in game?
I have not looked at his ship rank in game. No. I'm just looking at his general roster right now, Grande.
He said he was trying to get into the top 50, so I'm assuming he's higher in fleet than he is in.
Well, let's see. Let's type in his ally code and see what's going on. What's he actually running?
So the reason I like Poe, by the way, for those of you asking, because I see the question, is because to me, Poe is the strongest reinforcement off the bench. Now, Lando is good, but Lando you have to bring in basically towards the end, because you need him to come in fourth for all of the buffs. And what I'm noticing on offense is that typically you don't even get to that fourth reinforcement. But the best thing about Poe is that Poe comes in, and when you have him maxed out with all of his abilities, holy crap, he basically one-shots almost any ship that is in the game. And he's ridiculous.
Currently level 46.
Perfect.
Oh,
yeah, he said he averages between 47 and 70. So that's a
good.
Pretty good start where you're at.
Yeah, for your lineup,
And what's his lineup, Grande?
We're running Biggs,
sure,
Advanced TIE Fighter,
sure,
and Bosk under a Tarkin lead.
I like that.
Yeah, I can live with that.
I like that a lot, actually.
Let's finish putting the prestige, I think, on Tarkin. Although he can't, maybe until he's 7, until the ship is 7.
Yeah, he needs to get some 7-star ships quickly.
Oh, let's gear up Biggs. If he's in your starting lineup, he's gear 8.
Oh yeah, let's get him to 11. Yeah, it's not hard.
We need 11. Just get him to 11.
Yeah, if you weren't aware, Biggs is one of the squishiest ships in the game. Now, he gets tanky, but not because of his own stats. It's because of his protection recovery. Because he constantly gains back his protection, he becomes very difficult to kill, but he is still a very squishy tank. So if you prevent any of that protection, then he's going to die quickly. And with only TIE Advance doing target locks in your starting lineup, you only really have the one target lock availability for him. So you have to gear up Biggs more.
And I don't know what we're running as our back 4. So I'm
Let me see if he
confused.
If you want to let us know, Paul, what's your reinforcements, and we can look at that too.
TIE Silencer, I think he needs to level up his Kylo Ren Unmasked.
Kylo Ren.
Yeah, we did talk to him about that as a potential. Yeah, he needs to look at First Order and everything with his other roster, but he has other things he's focusing on.
Man, I would also, I would also look at 5s as well, and Plo Koon.
I got 5s on it.
I know these are goofy guys, but they're really good ships.
There's also Sunfac. Sunfac's ship, he has a 7-star. He has Sunfac at 7-star, but Sunfac is only at gear 7. If you can increase his gear and then max out the crew ability on Sunfac, that's almost like an instant double stun when Sunfac comes off the bench. He is another great reinforcement ship to help control a match.
I got 5 on it. All right. So I think that covers all the bases. We've got a lot of stuff there for you to work on there, Pablo. I think you got some good pieces. I think some stuff you can still keep working on. If you have questions about anything that we could discuss with your roster review, then you know where to find us, my friend. We're here for you, and we'll be glad to help you out. Just let us know in Discord. If you guys would like a roster review, all you need to do is send your GG page to Dr. Finn Medicine Woman in Discord. Make sure he responds, because he's known for not always responding and forgetting, and he will get you added to the queue. So
we have his reinforcements now.
Oh.
So his reinforcements are Sunfac, Scimitar, and Slave 1. I'm okay with all of those reinforcements, actually.
Yeah, I like that. Sunfac, Scimitar, Slave
1. Yeah, I'm fine with those reinforcements. He only has 3 because his ships are 6-star, so we have to get those to 7-star as soon as possible. But those are solid ships. Now, Sunfac, you're not going to get a whole lot out of until you start gearing up Sunfac and maxing out his crew ability. Because when you get Sunfac, I think it's to gear 11, and you max out the crew ability, that's when he gets the unresistible stun. Before that, you can still run into potential issues. So work on that Sunfac and max out that crew ability. Sunfac is also a good plug-and-play tank for different things. Now, he's not going to be considered a meta tank, just because his time in the sun has kind of faded a little bit. But he is still useful in a lot of different areas as kind of a tank to throw in, because he is very, very tanky.
Well, not to mention his off-the-bench stun is priceless.
Yes. And double stun is even better. It is double priceless, which I guess is still priceless. Since priceless less anyway.
So one of the missions in the new marquee, you actually get to play Revan if you don't have them.
Yep, I ordered it. I don't give
That's cool. That's cool that they let you do that.
Not really. All right. As I said, if you like a roster review, send that to Dr. Finn. But thank you for letting us do your roster review, Pablo, and shout out to your guild, Dagobah Dankest. All right, let's get to, well, it's time to do America's favorite pastime. We do this every Friday. We play...
Killed Sean Bean!
Doesn't quite flow off the lips as you would think, right?
So are we going to the Winchester?
All right, so Stanley, explain how this is going to work.
Okay, so I already gave you guys the list of, in Skype, all of the movies and video games and TV shows that he's died in. And I'm going to describe the way that he died, and then you have to guess which movie it is.
Okay.
Okay. So for the first one, neck cut with knife.
No.
I mean,
GoldenEye.
No.
Was it? No.
Game of Thrones was technically a very large knife.
That'd be a sword, Finn.
Oh my God, Finch.
Just saying. I don't know.
Okay, that's Caravaggio or Caravaggio.
Huh.
Gazpacho?
Okay, the next one, stabbed by a bayonet multiple times.
Thin Red Line.
The list is in the
list
Skype.
is it? Oh my God. Ranger's worse than I am.
I'll guess whatever
I
goddamn
have no
movie
idea.
I want.
I'm going to guess Patriot Games.
No.
Oh. Dana and I were both wrong. Graham, you have a guess?
With a bayonet multiple times. War Requiem?
Airborne.
That's it. It was
Grim
War
got
Requiem.
Nice.
Good job guessing, Grim. All right.
Next one, thrown off cliff by stampeding cows.
Oh gosh.
Thrown off a cliff.
Yep, it was the field.
Nice.
Oh, we just lost Skype, I think. Everybody freeze. Hold on. I lost Skype. Give me a second. Come on, man. I hate technical difficulties. Well, it's trying.
Then the boat explodes shortly after.
All right. All right. We're back. Skype crashed.
Wait, so we missed all of those?
Yep.
Oh, we've been playing the whole time.
Yep. See what happens when you don't watch the
When did
stream.
it cut out?
It was right after the neck one.
Man, I'll get it all right after this.
Okay, let's do them again, Sanely. Okay, all right, everyone. Race to the finish.
Okay, so the neck cut with knife, that's Caravaggio. Stabbed by bayonet multiple times, that's War Requiem. Thrown off cliff by stampeding cows was The Field. Drowned in a wild river was Lorna Doone. Impaled with a saber was Clarissa. And the one right now is impaled by a boat anchor, then the boat explodes shortly after.
The Island.
Nope.
Thin Red Line.
Yeah. No.
Dumb and Dumber. I mean, come on.
God. This is... I think we're just failing.
I'm going to say Death Race.
Nope. It's Patriot.
Dana, I think you have a guess.
I was wrong. That was
I don't remember that being in the Patriot Games.
no, I
It's
don't.
been a long time since I watched that movie, though.
Yeah.
Patriot Games makes more sense to be stabbed by a bayonet than by an anchor and then exploded.
Yeah.
I don't like these. Okay, next question.
Okay, next one: stabbed to death while sleeping.
Isn't that...
God, Skype went down again. Well, this is going swimmingly. Give me a second, guys. I don't know what the hell's going on.
No.
All right, we're back again.
What the heck?
Oh, Jesus.
In the meantime, I got 4 of them right. So
yeah. Unless it was live, it doesn't count.
Okay, when did it cut off again this time?
I don't remember.
We are getting away from Skype.
I think we just in Patriot Games.
I think didn't I talk about doing Google?
I don't
Hangouts
want
again?
Google. I was looking at Google Hangouts, Grande. I don't think it's going to work out as well. The organization of the windows still doesn't work well for streaming. I think we have to go with the other one. We'll look a little more.
$2. Come on, fix your stuff. What am I paying you for?
Damn it.
Okay, so let's see. If it was Patriot Games and impaled by a boat anchor, then the boat explodes shortly after. That's Patriot Games.
Mm-hmm.
Stabbed to death while sleeping was Scarlet. Fell to his near death in a satellite dish, then crushed by the receiver that was exploding. That's Goldeneye. And then shot with a pistol from a distance. You guys couldn't get that. So that's Airborne.
Oh, I thought that was Thin Red Line.
This makes no sense. How is a movie called Airborne where he's...
Because he was in the air and he was shot, Finn.
Next question.
It's a military movie, I think, right?
God,
I've never
Finn.
seen it, so I'm guessing.
Okay, shot in the head with a shotgun in a car.
Thin Red Line.
The Hitcher.
Nope.
Damn.
Essex Boys.
That's it?
Ah! I guessed one right.
Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of... Oh, shit.
Lord of the Rings! I can describe it. He got shot by an Urukai with several arrows.
Yes.
I win.
Gondor needs no king. And Skype is fighting me again. Yep. I don't know what's going on, fellas, guys and gals. Skype just not want to work today. Hopefully I've got the new tower in here. I'm going to go check after work because I've had enough of this shit. I have had my fill of this crap. This is some bullshit. You know what? It's only when do obscure movies with Sean Bean that this happens. Yeah, we do this sailing thing, and then all of a sudden it's like it doesn't start. Hey, see how this works, guys? I think it's a goddamn conspiracy. Skype is just not feeling it today. Drop some knowledge, Chewy. Well, first the Earth was flat, and then the air cooled, and then the dinosaurs got all lazy, and then they turned to oil, and then Prince Charles started wearing Princess Diana's clothes. I couldn't believe it.
Left to die.
All right, we're
National treasure.
We're back again. Skype keeps crashing.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'm not kidding you.
Dang, man.
Don't worry, I was talking about airplane stuff while you guys were down.
Yeah, Silverbolt.
I have to say,
Hold on.
Skype crashes every single time Ranger says thin red line. Every time.
I know. And
Stop doing that.
Silverbolt, how much is Sean Bean paying Skype to ruin this stream?
I don't think he liked you killing him as a clown yesterday, Sanely. God.
I don't
Okay.
know what's happening, but I hate it.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe we should save the rest for tomorrow, and hopefully Skype won't be screwing up as much.
Well, there is no tomorrow.
This is a
Today's
fun
Friday.
game.
Yeah.
Today's
Oh yeah.
Friday.
Well,
We'll get to this. We're almost through this, and hopefully we can do the questions. If we can't do questions, by the way, if it starts to disconnect, we'll do the questions in the RSG Discord. So if you guys want, come into the general voice in RSG Discord, and we'll do the questions there. But we'll try to do it on the stream here. Let's just finish these. Which one did we leave off at, Ranger?
No idea. I think it was when Stanley said Lord of the Rings without actually.
Okay.
Okay, that one is Lord of the Rings. He was shot 3 times with arrows by Uruk-hai. The next one is buried by dirt in a large grave. That's Don't Say a Word. Shot in the head through a book. That's Equilibrium. And the one that we're on now is tied to a gate and left to die.
Black Death.
Nope.
The Thin Red Line.
Oh God, we're gonna disconnect from Skype again.
Frankenstein Chronicles.
Mirror, mirror.
No.
What?
In other words, we are all wrong.
Oh my God. Skype is gonna disconnect us again.
That one was Henry VIII.
Ah.
You guessed it like 5 other times, Grim, but the one
I know,
time
right? Well, these are movies that I've never seen, so I'll have to change that.
Okay, shot in the neck with a spear gun and then hung with the cord.
Black Death.
Nope.
Death Race?
Nope.
There aren't 28 of these, are there, Sanely?
Yes, there are.
Oh God, we're not gonna make it through Skype.
I should have been marking them off, so I'm not.
I know.
Yeah, we're not.
Maybe that
we're
one's,
not doing all 28 of these. Good God.
Not with Skype.
The Hitcher?
No, that one was The Island.
Okay, let's do one more, Sanely. Do your favorite one remaining.
Okay, fine.
You spent all this time on it. I'm sorry, Sanely. Skype is just being really bad.
Well, no, let him do 2 more. Two more.
Okay, 2 more.
Yeah, 2 more.
Okay. Tied to horses and dismembered.
Oh my God.
The Snow Queen 2.
Black Death.
Yep.
Outlaw.
Black Death.
Black Death.
Black Death,
Jesus.
hooray!
Okay, last one. Last one is Pen to the Eye, courtesy of Seaman.
Hitman 2.
Yep.
Oh, that's not. I haven't finished all that.
Everyone should have seen it. He streamed it live. It's your own fault for not watching.
I was at work, so.
You can watch it afterwards. It is recorded. It is on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's right.
Just say.
Okay, so Finn got 4 points, Grim got 3, and Dana got 1.
And I got no points because I was pretty sure they were all Thin Red Line.
Which wasn't even on the list.
I am pretty sure Finn was cheating.
Yeah, I think he was.
How can you cheat
got
at
some
knowing
serious-
on being deaths when you're guessing?
He's got some serious Google foo, right? I mean,
Mhm.
he's like,
I admitted fully I guessed on them, and I was saying the same ones, and I was just waiting for Lord of the Rings and sanely ruined that one.
all right, question time.
All right.
Yeah.
Finemark, Ranger didn't get his morning coffee and is enraged after 7 topples by Finn, Xylo, and Grande and Grande.
Yeah, well, that was mentioned previously, so let's not relive it.
Damn it, Finn.
Most Mike, question, does anyone else hope that Ewok Scout as the login reward is misleading? Seriously, who actually wants to gear Ewoks?
I really don't know.
Consider the alternative.
Actually, I've been tempted to gear up Ewoks because the murder bears are really fun.
If it's C-3PO, we could either need Ewoks or Jawas. Would you prefer working on Jawas?
How about
or
just
Ewoks?
the rebel characters we have? I'm just throwing
That's
that
not
out
going to
there.
work for C-3PO. You know that. You know C-3PO
Why?
is more likely than not going to either be Jawas or Ewoks. Which one would you prefer?
But why wouldn't the rebels work, Finn?
Because the ones that really captured the C-3PO were the Jawas, who basically kind of like...
Well, the most memorable time for 3PO was the Ewok scene.
No, I think an episode Empire Strikes Back when he's running around on the back of Chewbacca screaming and hollering was pretty good.
Well, that one was pretty good, but still the most memorable one is the Golden God.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. So, careful. If you don't want Ewoks, then it might be Jawas. And Ewoks are useful.
Yeah, here's the thing. The murder bears are really good. They're fun.
Yeah, but they're a gear sink, and
it's a very big investment.
I hate that if it's going
to be love them. I have them. They're really good.
It only takes one Zeta Chirpa, right?
And hopefully they'll get a ship out of this. We need the hang glider.
You don't even need the Zeta. You just need Omegas. I'm not even kidding.
Well, don't you need the Zeta on Chirpa lead?
No, you don't. I kill stuff without the lead. Go look at what his his leader is great because you get but it's when an Ewok ally uses 60% ability, uses a special ability, they have a 60% chance to call in a random Ewok ally to assist. This is a great ability, no doubt about it. However, I'm just telling you, you can kill CLS teams without it. And the reason why is because half the time they're freaking stealth, man. Half the time they're doing something else, right? I mean, half the time, if they go, you've used, the thing is you just have to always do the call and assist with Wicket. You have to make sure you do it with Elder. So that way you stealth. And then you got an AoE daze. I mean, the team is freaking amazing. And while the Zeta is awesome, it's not needed. But it's way better with it.
Gold guy. Next question.
Bjorn Rudiger. Question, if you had all bounty hunters maxed out, how would you split them up into two teams for Territory War or possibly Grand Arena? Bosk lead on defense and Django on offense?
Yep.
Sounds about right.
Pretty much.
Hold on. But time out. One of those, first of all, if you do it like that, they end up without a healer. And if you do it like that, potentially you end up needing to put a healer on one team, and you end up needing to put more DPS on the other team. So I'm going to tell you right now that if you split them up, you may want to slide some scoundrels in there, or if you split it up, you may want to slide in a character that you not used in another faction, which is a really awesome healer.
That's a good idea. And here's another little bit about that. Django's lead works on other scoundrels, not just bounty hunters, like Bosks. So Kira works really well under Django. So does Nest.
Who donated $2. Grande knows how to play Ewoks for the win.
You don't even need them to be gear 12. I have gear 10 Ewoks, and I'm like, let's see if this works. And I'm like, oh no, game over. Killed all of them. I'm Grande Patron for the win, baby. And I'm like, I am kind of a big deal. That is right. Oh yeah, here we go. Working to my Ewoks. Okay.
Speed Trooper, question: offense or potency on Mother Talzin's cross?
Depends on what you want to do with Mother Talzin. I'm going to tell you right now that is this for the raid or is this for arena? Are you trying to hit plagues or are you trying to get her to hit hard? Can you get enough potency somewhere else? Can you get enough offense somewhere else? She will hit hard, straight up. But I think it really depends. If you're trying to get her to run
If you're running her as lead, I'd say potency. But it all depends on what you're doing with her and which game mode you're in.
Well, you could do an offense arrow and a potency cross if you have her Zeta on her unique, right?
You could, absolutely. I think that would be a really good, like, kind of middle ground on the deal.
Yeah,
I'd say if you're having real problems having your plague stick, do potency. If you're managing to have plague already sticking and not having to worry about it, then you can go for the other stuff.
I'm just saying, in P4 of a Sith raid, I can get 9 million with Night Sisters, and neither Scion nor Nihilus end up with plague. They're only going to go.
That's impressive.
Times. Yeah, you can do without plague in the raid.
Yeah.
Another thing too is like if you go with if you go with the offensive cross and arrow, she's getting like that maximum damage, and then on top of that, if you're using those offense mods in like say territory wars or arena, she's gonna still spread plague on her own. I mean, as long as she gets somebody gets plagued, right? There's one enemy platoon gets plagued that's gonna spread on its own as she's stacking it on her basics. So you could still go with a heavy damage output mod set, and plague's gonna spread through the team as long as you get one person with plague. So.
Chewy, question: C-3PO coming this month with Ewok Scout as login tune?
Count it. Say that again.
That's my guess. He's asking if Ewok Scout as the login tune indicates C-3PO is coming, and I'm gonna say yes.
I would agree.
That's my guess.
I would agree. Probably a yes.
Nathaniel Morgan, question: how am I supposed to farm XB for Legendary Aluminum Falcon? Of course, not piloted by OG Han and Chewie when I'm still farming KOTOR.
Stay on target is all I can say.
I agree. Look, if you don't have the stuff for the concrete, we know exactly what you need to do to get it, then you stay on target for the concretes, and you don't have the luxury to speculate. Get your stuff ready for Chewie. Look, get your stuff ready for CLS, Chewie, Rey, BB-8, Palpatine, Grandmaster Yoda, and freaking Thrawn. I mean, not Thrawn, Revan. You have 7 characters that we know what it takes to get. If you don't have that done, then you don't have the luxury of being able to speculate. So, stay on target, brother.
Next question.
Nathaniel Morgan, question: I don't have Chirpa or Paplu. Can I get C-3PO, or will we need Zeta, Chirpa plus Gear 11 Ewoks similar to the Chewie event?
Oh,
no clue.
If we have no clue, but I'm going to tell you right now, if it takes Ewoks to do it, plan on Ewoks being like a mofo. Gear 10, Omegas, Zetas. It's going to, I mean, if
just like the
Ewoks,
Chewie event with Bounty Hunters,
it is going to be hard as a nut. I mean, they've been giving us, wicked shards like they've been handing out candy, so and all the rest of them are pretty easy to farm and pretty easy to gear. So, I mean, what's it going to take? It's going to take Gear 10. It's probably going to take relatively decent mods. It's probably going to take a few select Omegas. What does that mean? That means read the text before you start slapping Omegas around. Read the text. Some of those Omegas are like defense up for the entire team on crit. Some of them are like crit chance up or crit damage up on the entire team. Read the text before you give the Omega. If you will do that, you will do fine, if that's what it is. We also don't know which ones you have to bring in and which ones you don't, right? I mean, if they tell us that, poor Tebow ain't needed, right? It means it's not just any 5 you choose. It might be a select 5, the 5 hardest ones to get. So be very, very careful about what it is you're doing.
Next question.
Folk, question: how many titles does Grande have?
How many what?
In game or in real?
In real life.
How many what?
How many titles do you have with RSG? You have way too many.
Yeah, I mean, we're probably up to 15 or 20 at this point, guys. I mean, it's.
He's a government Wi-Fi stealer. He's a chicken chaser. I mean, it's a lot of things.
Yeah, we tried to write them all down. I actually have 2 titles that are exact opposites: the Beardless Wonder and the Bearded One. I have 2 titles that are the exact opposite of each other.
It depends on what your facial hair is.
That's right. It depends on whether I have facial hair at the time.
You have conditional titles too, so that's how much of a big deal he is. When he changes his facial hair, so does his titles. Next question.
Christo Mentos. Question: any reason to Gear 12 IG or Cad Bane ships in mind, but hate to put to those stars in my roster? More so about IG and his ship being worth it.
Okay, you never Gear 12 a pilot just to Gear 12 a pilot. You Gear 11 a pilot. You only Gear 12 them if they go in your arena team as a pilot, or you Gear 12 them if they go in your regular character arena team, or if you use them in another game mode. You only take pilots to Gear 11 if you have their ship, right? You never take them higher than Gear 11 just because. And I think Sith Marauder and Cad Bane and IG-86 all fall into this category of G11 is fine. Potentially there's an argument to be made that all of the Phoenix besides Ezra should not go past Gear 11 as well. Just enough to put on the level 8 ship Omegas, and you're done. That's it.
Just enough to get your Thrawn to 7-star as well.
Right, but don't stop being a completionist. Gear 12 is not super awesome, and you can take 2 characters to Gear 11 for the same gear that it took you to take 1 character to Gear 12. Gear 12 is cool and neat and shiny, but you don't need it. And yeah, IG-86 is whatever his name is ship is complete hot garbage. As far
unfortunately, I am pissed off about that one.
I mean, Sith Marauder's ship may be awesome. There's, I think we've still got some, to be determined on that, especially depending on what comes out with a capital ship. But the idea here is for you to kind of spread the wealth around your team, around your roster, and be prepared for if something new comes in. The idea here is not for you to go all in and max something out that may not ever be used again. So please don't do it. Next question.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team.
Next question. Shut up, Finn.
Awesome.
Next question.
When you're living in a dream.
Why no calendar when it's already December in some parts?
Because
it ain't December where CG is. That's all that matters.
The devs are in the Pacific Coast. It will come out today, so probably, or it'll come out tomorrow sometime. They're probably finalizing a few things, making sure it happens. Making sure that this month could be really special, right? We potentially have some Christmas packs. We potentially have a couple legendaries or a couple heroics. We potentially have something super fun and super awesome. And so rather than get it out super fast, they want to get it out right. So I'm fine if they wait a day or 2 to get it out, and they don't have to correct the thing 5 times.
I get a feeling that December's going to be, we're going to have another one of the panic farms. They're going to drop one of those on us, I think.
Next question.
Linux. Question for CJ Grande and CG Finn. Anyone else with a 7-star wicket see that furry forest friend achievement in game yesterday? What did Grande and Finn tell CG Carey about me? I ain't nobody's furry, and I would never, at least not in a forest. I'll be here all week.
That sounds like a personal issue with you and furries. Now, I don't know why you're discriminating against furries, but that sounds like a very personal issue between you and the furry community, and I want nothing to do with it.
There was also, there was also
next question.
And a Treya achievement too. So go figure there. They put Wicked on the same level as Treya and Revan. What do you think that means?
Yub nub mother. Okay, next question.
Yub nub mother.
Nathaniel Morgan, question for Ranger. Since we had to fight Tuskens in Marquee, does that mean Tuskens, especially Shaman, will be more important going forward?
Oh, God. Ranger?
Well,
My son.
Ranger
Do you
just
think?
ignoring
No,
us
I'm,
now.
I'm,
Do you
I'm
think-
yeah,
do you-
yeah.
Tuskens are never going to be important.
I don't know about that. They have been doing like a surprise on some stuff. Like, who have ever thought they'd do
no
Cup
way.
and Mace for TW, you know?
I cannot imagine a time. I mean, look, I have them all at like gear 11, gear 10. They're still hot garbage. So maybe you might end up with something, obscure. But if they can't even give clones a rework, really, Tuskens? Come on.
They got helmets. We're good. Next question.
Zoyason, question, is anyone else dealing with a higher than usual volume of bunk incoming phone calls from random numbers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they're investigating that right now, and they're cracking down on it. So hopefully that'll stop soon.
I wrote in chat that I had this number kept calling me, and it was like the day we were doing Thanksgiving or something. And I answered it the first time because I thought maybe it was a doctor's appointment or something. And the woman was like, "Hi, I'm so-and-so from whatever. Can I interest you in applying for disability?" I'm like, "What?" So now there's scams going out trying to get people to apply for disability who probably aren't disabled, but they're just going to try and do whatever. And I was like, "Yeah, no thanks. Not interested." She was
I
like, "Why not?"
apologize too if you receive a phone call from me. I've gotten bored lately. So if you hear the phone call of, "Hello, my name is Ron. I am calling from the IRS. Do you have any troubles with your taxes?" That's me. I'm sorry.
Well, the local news here, they
My
did
name
a
is
thing.
Ron. Yeah. If they have a foreign accent and they come from a local phone number of yours, and you live in a hick part of the country, it's wrong. If they're calling you from Monahans, Texas, and they don't sound like they've lived in Monahans, Texas their entire life, it's the wrong number. They're spoof calling you. Just hang up right away.
Well, hold on,
Excuse me,
hold on,
Mr.
though.
Big
Wait,
Deal
wait.
Grande Patron. I am looking at your IRS and there is a big trouble. You have to call me back right away.
Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Kwanzaa. Thank you. Have a wonderful life.
The local news guys here did a story on that here recently, and they went through and did a lawsuit on one of the companies that was doing the spoof calling, and they won for $50,000. So you could possibly do that too.
I had that IRS one like last
Do
year.
you guys want to hear if this is one
Speaking
of them?
of,
Let's hear it. I'm going to turn it on speaker and mute, and let's see what it is. Okay, I have it on mute. Let's see if it says anything. I don't think they're saying anything. This is quiet. They're not saying anything.
Did you say hello?
You gotta say hello.
No,
You
they
gotta say
disconnected. Oh, that's my way of trying to see if it's real or not. So I put it on speaker and then I hit mute and just wait for what happens next.
I usually tap the phone just to make some sort
Finn,
of
why'd
noise.
you hang up on me?
You didn't say anything.
You didn't say hello. Such a dick.
It was like perfect timing for that call because that same number is called like 3 times.
He was gonna place an order for some chicken curry. Come on.
okay.
Please
Next
tell me
question.
what kind of spiciness you want. 1 tikka masala or 2 tikka masala?
Oh my God, Finity.
Okay, next question.
They are my people, so I am allowed to do it. No one else.
Nathaniel Morgan, question for Red. Will I ever get a chance to farm Sanely Trooper, or will I only be farming mandatory characters? Well,
oh man,
they slow down on the marquee, so hopefully soon you'll have a chance to get Sanely Trooper, and I highly recommend him.
Oh my God, Sanely!
I
I'm
agree.
gonna tell you right now, Sanely Trooper makes it where you can make 2 trooper teams, and I am telling you, the Pimp Trooper, Sanely Trooper, Mud Trooper, Range Trooper is one of the best troopers in the game. It lets you walk through bounty hunters. It lets you walk through so many teams that you're like, how is this even possible? And I'm going to tell you, health up, retribution up, because they're already gaining protection with Veer's unique.
Mm-hmm.
That team, he doesn't even have to hit hard. He just has to be gear 8 and survive. That's it. Just Gear 8 and survive. And all of a sudden it makes Stormtrooper and everything else. So if you wanted to, throw a little on the range trooper every once in a while when you had some extra, little something extra, I'd throw a little something extra over that way.
Yeah, the dance party troopers are so fun to play too. You just, hit auto and watch the fun. You don't even need to play them. They'll kill pretty much everything.
LNX, question, do we think Johanny and Karth Onasi will be needed for the next Revan, i.e. Darth Revan, I'm assuming?
Unfortunately, yes.
Really? I don't know, because they're light side. The characters that I would suspect they need would be dark side. That's why these two characters are really throwing me off on what they're trying to do. Because they started out with the two dark side with Fallen Bastila and Canderous Ordo, and then they went light side again. It's very confusing what they're doing.
Yeah, and the light side Revan has the dark side's mask. So there. Next question.
I know. Everything is very confusing. Let's just give Malik with the Darth Vader helmet and just end this all. Next question.
Oh, Jedi Alec? Jedi Knight Alec?
No, Darth Alec. We'll call him Darth Alec and give him Vader's helmet. It'll all work out.
Brygon Ruby. Question, around the corn, what are some of your favorite self-made nicknames for the tunes in-game? For example, for no reason, I call Tarkin Big Daddy Mothmeister.
Well, I can't really say some of the nicknames I have for characters on the stream.
FNBS is my favorite one.
FNBS is pretty good. What's the name of that new girl we just unlocked?
Johanny?
Hermione?
Hermione. Yeah. I'm telling you. Hermione, baby. Hermione. That is her name. I'm telling you. She got it going on in the rear end. She's a
cat, Grande.
What? She's a cat.
Preparation H was hilarious.
Preparation.
Yeah, that's the race that she
out
is.
a cat butt.
Cat-like.
Hey, look, I'm not racist, Finn. That's all I gotta say. I'm not racist.
Yeah, that's true.
I can love a butt on any lady.
All right, next question.
Thane Kyrell, question for the lady on the stream. What is your favorite ouchie/grim moment?
Oh man.
I I don't know if I could actually even pick one.
That's a good answer. There's so many of them.
Yeah, there really are. I love Ouchie. She's great, and I love Grim too. So yeah,
he's not great, really so it all works out. Next question.
We love him anyway.
Thane Kyrell, question for Grande. If you could go chicken hunting with anyone on the RSG crew, who would it be and why? Also, what types of jackets would you use and why?
Fine Corinthian leather.
Who would I go? I'm thinking I would go with Finity because he might be good at making it into a brownie. I mean, into a Twinkie whenever we're done.
Chicken Twinkie. Oh God.
I don't know what's worse, a chicken Twinkie, which actually is okay because it's kind of like chicken and waffle, but it's like a smaller thing. But a chicken brownie just sounds awful. I have to say, a chicken brownie does sound horrendous.
Remember what
I just can't.
I know Ranger doesn't like it whenever I mix things up, like the fact that Finity got a brownie maker the other
No, Twinkie maker! Oh my God.
I think Finn got PTSD from the spam Twinkie.
Jesus.
Ranger doesn't like it whenever I say stuff wrong.
I'll bring the Twinkie maker down to Orlando.
No, it's a brownie maker now.
A brownie maker. Don't worry, Finity. I have a brownie maker already. I can show you.
I don't want no brownie maker. I got one too. It ain't consumable for people. Next question.
Oh my God.
Oh, Monte, question for Ranger. How about them Cowboys?
Hell yeah, that was a huge win last night. Being up on the
That was ridiculous. I was not expecting that.
Yep.
Can I just I was watching the game. We had a little Star Wars Galaxy Heroes meetup, and one lady got so excited she disrobed in the middle of the bar.
Grande, are you sure that wasn't because you were there and you're a big deal?
It was probably because I was there and I was a big deal. She was like, that Grande Patron, he's such a big deal. Let me show you my tatas.
To the pool.
Show me the pool, baby.
Oh, God.
He's like, I don't, and then Grande's like, I don't know, madam, if you know this, I am French.
Does anybody else picture like that South Park scene where Randy is picturing when he's coming up with like his geological plan, how everyone's gonna love him, and all the women are coming? He's like, "Love me, Randy. No, I love you, Randy. Make love to me, Randy." It's all a picture in Grande's head going every single time. It's like, love me, big deal. I love you. No, love me, big deal. Make love to me, big deal.
I'm telling you, 4 other people that play this game can actually attest to the fact that that really happened. I'm not making this up. 4 other people, including 2 of which are Dark Lords, can actually.
So what a surprise!
I'm telling you.
Now my follow-up question is: was the girl a Dark Lord?
She was that well. No, she was not. She didn't play this game. She was just happened to be at the bar.
But she might be now. Next question.
But she's playing now. She's level 25.
Yeah,
she's level 25.
Yeah, Grande like ignores the flash. She's like, "Oh, nice breasticles. Have you seen Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes?
You should play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. There's
like
this
Star
live
Wars
stream.
Galaxy of Heroes missionary. Have I told you the great work of Jedi Knight Revan and Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes?
Yeah.
They'd be like, "Who's Jedi Knight Revan?"
Oh, let me tell you about our Lord and Savior.
Hey, Grande, I hear there's an island where there's a bunch of people that haven't been exposed to Galaxy of Heroes yet. You want to go there? It's off the coast of India.
Nub.
Next one.
Oh, man.
Hellenix, question for Grande. I'm representing Jedi Johani in a class action lawsuit against Grande and Grande for sexual harassment as exhibited on the November 30th RSG Lunch Stream. I'd like to set up a time and location for us to negotiate a possible settlement instead of bogging us down in a protracted legal battle in the courts. I will be securing the Great Dana descent on retainer and Kyrie. You should settle with us. We're asking for 1,000 Zetas. We await your reply.
I'm waiting for the riposte from Grande and Grande.
Johani sounds like one of your bad ex-girlfriends, right? Like she would be like taunting, like come here, and then stealth. No, go away. No, go away. Taunt. No.
Speaking of which, since we're talking about Johani really quick, my suggestion to everyone, by the way, don't take her unique above level 6.
Totally
between
agree.
6 and 7.
Again, read the freaking abilities,
yeah,
man.
Read the text, guys. From 6 to 7 is where she gains that ability where if she drops below 100% health, she gains stealth and drops her taunt. That was the part that we were criticizing yesterday about her kit that kind of didn't make her all that good. If you leave her unique at level 6, she doesn't gain that ability. So you don't have to max out her unique. Leave her unique at 6, and then she doesn't lose her stealth when she drops below 100% health. So you can still do a lot of recovery on her health and protection, and she can maintain her taunt. So, just a little PSA for you guys if you're working on Johani.
That's also a double-edged sword, though, because when you have her unique maxed, when she's stealth, she heals herself for a ton.
Yeah, but if she's not taunting, she's a worthless tank. There's other ways she can recover.
Well, here's the other thing, too, is don't take it up to 7 until you're going to take it to 8.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep, 7 is the worst. It's either 6 or 8, and I think 8 is still kind of worthless. It makes her a useless tank to drop her taunt.
Well, that's why you'd probably want to use her with a second tank.
Well, that's garbage. You'd want to use if you're going to bring it. You're not going to. I mean, double tank seems like a waste, man. Why are you going to use her with GK? The idea is
it's just slowing you down more. Yeah, you're plugging in 2 characters to be weak sauce, and they're just like magnets.
Yeah, we're either bringing. Right now, given the current meta, right, where people are running GK, we're using this as a replacement for GK, right, to be faster. So
plus GK is way more.
You're not going to replace Grandmaster Yoda with her, and you're not going to replace Jolie with her, and you're not going to replace Bastila with her, and you're not going to replace Revan with her, which means the only one left is GK or GMY or Ezra in that lineup. So that's the one she replaces, right? I mean, I'm
Plus,
just trying to think.
It makes more sense to put GK in another team because he's so much more versatile, right? And then you get the speed with Revan.
Agree.
And she's way more beneficial in that Revan team than another Old Republic team. So
totally agree. GK makes almost as. I mean, he makes almost every team. It doesn't even matter if it's Jedi, right?
Yeah, you could plug. If you need a tank, you could plug him into any team as a tank, or just in general.
So my thought is, her Heine goes with Revan, and that's where we go.
Next question.
Juhani. I know it's Juhani. I'm just saying.
Okay, we got $2 donation by Thane Kyrell. Fine mock. Chicken Twinkie equals tamales.
Next question.
Technically, yeah.
He's right. Chicken Twinkie is the tamale.
Yeah.
Sith Lord 72. Question: do you think new bounty hunter ships will be requirement for OG Millennium Falcon? Also, anyone wondering why CG communication has been so quiet since Revan? Too busy throwing Christmas party with Revan money?
So we don't have all the bounty hunters released yet. So that's one of the issues. We don't have all of the bounty hunter ships available to free to play. Even if they were able to give us like 2 weeks in order to farm it, I don't think there's enough time with the cadence to get all of the bounty hunter ships available. We're still missing It's the bomber, right? I think we're missing the bomber, and there's only 4 bounty hunters.
The bomber's not a bounty hunter.
No, the bomber's Sith, yeah.
Right, so we only have 4 bounty hunter ships anyway. So.
But
we're not
besides
really.
That too, Xanadu Blood wasn't in that era. XB wasn't in that era.
Well, it doesn't matter. Well, it doesn't. It's Clone Wars, and there's a Clone Wars Chewie, right? So you could easily say that for the Millennium Falcon, you'd need that. Plus, we have it's totally possible that they could say it's bounty hunters and it's the bounty hunter ships. I mean,
the Hound's Tooth as well. Like you never saw the Hound's Tooth in the original trilogy, in the Clone Wars, that was where you saw the Clone Wars era was when Asajj, joined up with Bosk and Boba and them, and you saw it briefly.
If they release IG 2000, if we get IG 2000 in the game, it's very possible.
Oh my God!
I'm going to tell you what I think's happening here. I think it's going to be cargo ships. I think it's going to be cargo ships for the new Millennium Falcon.
I could see that, like smuggler cargo ships, yeah.
So people are typing stuff about Ouchie and Grim. So Ouchie decided to hide all of their posts rather than deleting them. And so Thane and Hellenix got hidden from the entire chat in YouTube. If you scroll up, every message by Thane and Hellenix is hidden.
Oh no.
Don't be pissing off Ouchie, she warned you.
Wow.
That's the greatest thing ever.
Moderator privileges at their finest.
Unlimited power.
Okay, so honestly, they gave us the cargo ships, and I could easily see that the cargo ships tag that we have an event for, they are trying to tell us that they were going to do more with cargo ships than what we've already seen. I could easily see that it's all of the cargo ships that you need in order to get the Millennium Falcon.
I agree. I was just getting ready to say that.
Well, enough of that crap. I'm looking at this funny shit and...
But as far as like the cadences and stuff, that didn't stop them from doing the, hey, surprise, you only have a very, very short time to get all that you need for Revan. So
yeah. I mean, in a week we could get IG. We could get IG 2000 in a week, and then they could say sometime around the 20th or around the 23rd, they could be like, "Merry Christmas, here's Millennium Falcon."
Surprise, Merry Christmas.
You filthy animal.
Merry effing Christmas.
Well, they should be like a legendary, and it's a 5-star unlock, so it's not like a must-have 7 stars.
I mean, we think it's a 5-star unlock.
To be honest,
you could easily look with a younger version of the Millennium Falcon in the game. We could easily end up with our first hero's journey for a ship.
Yes.
Well, we already have all the other pieces around it too, but at the same time, yeah, I see that point too, of like making it the first 7-star unlock ship. right?
Yeah, that's what I was talking with about last night to a couple people. Is it's entirely possible that the original trilogy Falcon is our first heroic ship, our first 7-star unlock ship.
I hope not. Because I mean, like, it's a legendary, right? And like Chimera was a 5-star unlock, so if the first capital ship was a legendary, follow suit.
Takedown, Xylo takedown. Please don't misunderstand me. Plan for the worst.
Right.
Look, we've had plenty of time to farm Bosk. You've had plenty of time to farm Lando's shuttle to 7 stars, right? They put Lando and the shuttle on the same node as an everyday double drop so that you could do it, right?
Yeah.
You could easily say that it's going to be partially characters and partially ships, and that you're going to end up with cargo ships. And why would they have made this whole new tag called cargo ships? And why would they have put all of this effort toward the cargo ships? I am
just for an
you,
event, right?
Just for an event. You remember how bounty hunters got their what's it called?
The ground assault, the ground war event.
No, not the ground war. What's the one that's called Kibble and Bits? The one where you get like nest shards sometimes, and sometimes you get the other stuff.
Yeah.
The galactic bounties.
Yeah, that's it.
Kibbles and Bits.
Just let it go.
His references.
Yeah.
First he's looking at cat behinds, and now he's learning Kibbles and
Bits.
Bits.
Like a caveat. Yeah, I see it.
So okay.
I want chicken. I want liver. Grande, please deliver.
So the galactic bounties, where you can sometimes get nest and sometimes get wampa shards. They put that in like 2 months beforehand, right? Before it was like they're basically trying to tell you, hey, bro, focus on your bounty hunters. We've now had for a 2-month period cargo ships, and they wanted you to get them all to 7-star. You want me to tell you, if you can do the cargo ship thing and you can 7-star the final cargo ship, my guess is you can get the OG Millennium Falcon. But if you cannot 7-star the last mission of the cargo ships, it's time for you. It's go time for you on being able to finish that cargo ship mission. Because if you can finish the cargo ship mission, you can get the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah. And if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Yeah.
And if you can piss off Ouchie, she'll hide all your messages in YouTube chat. No question.
Kazakage, too easy. Question: I got a crew lead Zeta in Gear 12. I have one more Zeta. Should I double Zeta him or Zeta Gear 9 First Order Stormtrooper?
Crew first. If you got Gear 12 on him, and then work on the gear, and then go over to Stormtrooper.
Yeah, because he'll be too squishy at Gear 9, and you're already trying to plug him into that team, or probably sub him out at the moment. So do Scarred, so that way he's crew's done with, and then finish up Stormtrooper. That's what I did actually too. So,
Revenator, question: when is Skype being replaced?
ASAP.
Yeah.
Soon,
TM.
Kazakage, too easy. Question: Ranger, have you updated your CPU today?
All the time. Next.
Andrew Sweeney, question: which 5 Ewoks should be geared if you're making a team?
Well, Lumpy, Doc, Bashful, Sleepy, and
Kenobi.
But
and Infinity.
No, Ranger. Wrong.
I'm sorry. The green line, the red line, the black line, the blue line, and the lavender line.
Wrong. It's the pink Ranger, the yellow Ranger.
Okay. I like where you're going with this.
The black Ranger.
Okay. Yeah. The blue Ranger, red Ranger, and then we've got the extra Ranger that's kind of a little bit of all of them, but it doesn't have a specific color, but kind of fits in and can add an extra sword.
Shimmery gold sparkles. That's the Affinity one.
Oh.
Yes.
Cabo Cats.
No. Okay. So seriously, the Ewoks that I like Chirpa, Elder, Wicket, Scout, and Paplu.
Yep.
That's the team I like.
Yep. Only other option if you want to switch is like Scout for Lawgrave. If you just want more tournament days and stuff.
Scout for Lawgrave works great.
Who?
Effectively, Tebow gets lost every time.
Mm-hmm. Question, which faction should I work on next? Jedi or Bounty Hunters? I only got 5-star Chewie first time around.
Then Bounty Hunters.
Bounty Hunters.
Answer your own question.
Specifically, you need Boba Fett, you need
And
Boss, and
Dengar.
you need Dengar. Those 3.
Next question. Let's start running through this because we are well over time. How many more questions, Ainley?
5.
Okay, let's do these questions.
Knock it out.
Kazakage too easy. Question, can Tuskens, Ewoks, and Lobot get a buff for Territory War this month?
Lobot.
No,
I
probably
wouldn't be
not.
surprised.
No, we already missed it because it already started this month. So it looks like they're not giving anything.
Lobot.
1L73. Question, how much longer before we have Jango Fett as farmable? How much longer before we get another Chimera event? I haven't seen one in months and months.
Chimera should be, I think, coming potentially this month. I think this month becomes the 3rd month or something like that. And Django is probably about 2 weeks
next
out.
month, right?
Django's
I think
not
he might
till
be
next
about 2
month.
weeks out for Cadence, something around there.
Yeah.
Next question.
Question, can we play 9 Degrees of Val Bacon?
We always do, and it always leads to Grande. Next question.
3 degrees, brother. 3 degrees. By the way, did you know that almost every human on the planet is 6th cousins? Not even kidding you. Just saying.
Oh my God, you're like the kid from Jerry Maguire. Next question.
Science.
Bees and dogs smell fear.
That's what Grande's doing. Did you know? God damn it. Next question.
Jason Hamo. Question, what's more important to finish farming, Reaper or Houndstooth?
Yes.
Houndstooth.
Reaper.
Houndstooth now.
I mean, they're both really good ships.
Houndstooth.
And to clarify, his Reaper is 22 out of 100 and Houndstooth 1 out of 65.
Then finish your
Don't
Reaper.
you get them in 2 different... Yeah, finish Reaper then. But don't you get them in 2 different spots?
They're both hard node farms.
Reaper is the same node as Shore Trooper, so you're pretty much farming the crew member along with the ship. So,
Well, one of the crew members.
Okay,
Next question.
last question. Kurt Mann. Question, anyone use accuracy arrows? If so, for who?
Yes.
accuracy.
Accuracy arrows are great. A couple of characters that can use an accuracy arrow. B2 needs an accuracy arrow.
Grande needs an accuracy arrow.
Night Sister Acolyte needs an accuracy arrow. Let's think of other characters that need an accuracy arrow. There's probably like 4 or 5 need accuracy.
Yeah,
Characters
there's not
that
a
have-
lot, but yeah, it's pretty much those.
Characters that have a high dodge percentage. You know, you want to make freaking Scav Ray never miss. Put an accuracy arrow on her. Here's a characters that get high turn meter. If you don't have a Zeta Fulcrum Ahsoka Tano, put an accuracy arrow on her. She already gets a ton of freaking turn meter, but how many times she missed her little whirling blades thing?
Too much, Grande.
All right. Next question.
That was all the questions. There was one more, but I want to live.
Okay, then we're done.
Yeah.
Good
You want to
decision.
live? Alfie's already on a banning spree on YouTube chat. We're not.
Yeah,
pissing her off.
like I said, I can't protect you guys from Ouchie's wrath because I fear her too. So
I mean, God.
She scares me. Her butt
I'm-
bans
I'm-
people. Imagine what she would do with her fingers.
I'm glad.
I
I'm
can't.
glad we're
I'm
friends.
done.
That's all I
I'm
gotta
done. Finn, do the ACO stuff. Close this out because I can't.
All right, we're well over time, so I'll just wrap this up quickly. Again, we're raising money for the American Cancer Society. We have the links in the description below. There's a link to the Tiltify page where you guys can donate to some of our fun causes, including some actual items like the RSG wristband. We have some challenges and polls up there. So go ahead and head up there and donate to some of the fun stuff, whether you want me to put a Zeta on Rose Tico, whether you want to see Warrior put a Zeta on Mission or Bodhi Rook. We have some challenges, some polls. Again, the wristbands is a reward where you can get some games and some other stuff as well. So please check those out. There's a link to the American Cancer Society page as well, so you can donate directly to the American Cancer Society. If you want to do that, then that should provide you an opportunity to get a match as well from your company if they do that. And then also the RSG website with a link to our webpage that has all the information here, including the information about a hat that is specific to this campaign. Limited time availability only. It is our first RSG stitched hat, and I'm wearing it like all the time right now. It's a really awesome hat. So please check those out. And please support our cause and help the American Cancer Society.
Don't make Kyrie cry.
Don't make Kyrie cry. I need to finish my challenge. We need people to donate to the challenge for me to wear a silver and white silver and white wig with glitter and rhinestones. The way she says rhinestones in particular is just adorable.
Dude, she's just plain adorable, period.
She is, but the way she says rhinestones is just...
That's right. We want to turn Infinity into Rainbow Bright. Whatever happens, he's Rainbow Bright. So help us turn Infinity into Rainbow Bright.
Yeah, and McVenom will style my hair and everything. Like, we have everything ready. We just need to fill that challenge. So there you go.
Glitter and rhinestones.
Oh my.
All right, make sure you hit the thumbs up, guys, on the video if you haven't already. Make sure you also, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. And I'll try to stay tuned on the Battlefront stuff. I had to go see if I got some stuff in. So we'll see. We'll come up with a schedule, but it'll definitely either be today or tomorrow, maybe both. I don't know, but I'm going to do some more Battlefront. We have Tits's roster review we're going to do tonight, Finn, later tonight for our VIPs and Patreons.
So those of you that are the Patreons that get the McVenom roster review, please be on the lookout for an email through Patreon to tell you what the link is to the roster review.
All right. So, on behalf of myself and the crew, thank you guys for stopping in. Have a great rest of your day, and we will holler at you later. Peace.
Bark, bark.
Boom, shakalaka.